Hi, I'm Kathy Pittick, and we're here at the Eastlink Curling Center, home of the Oliver Curling Club. Today we're having one of those very interesting days. We have juniors here for a bonspiel, and I'd like to introduce you to Ray and Kelsey, who are in charge of the juniors here at Oliver, but they've brought in juniors from all over the area, so I'd like to have them give you a couple of names of teams that are here and where they've come from and how many kids are actually here today.
Okay, so we've got 14 teams involved, 4 per team roughly, so 56 kids here. We've got 4 teams from Asuyas, 4 from Penticton, we have 4 from Oliver, and we have 2 from Summerland. So,
Kelsey, what ages are these kids here in our junior program?
They range from the age of about 6 all the way up to, we have an 18-year-old this year, so lots of different.
And juniors, when they're in the competitive, I think they can go up to age 20, is that right?
I believe so, yeah.
So we're basically talking some of our newer curlers joining into curling and finding out what kind of fun that they can have. So how have you divided them up here today? Do they all play each other, or we got a couple of divisions in this tournament?
we've got 2 divisions. We've got 2 teams basically that are 14 roughly to the 18, and then we have the other 12 teams that compete amongst each other. So we've got 2 levels of competition here.
Now these younger teams, how many games do they get to play, and how many ends do they play in each game?
They play about 3 games and 3 ends each game.
Excellent. So it's sort of like a points thing. And we were upstairs earlier, so I'd like Ray to talk a little bit about, they actually had entertainment here today. So what did you do for this entertainment?
Well, we covered the tabletops with paper and let the kids draw on it.
And I did see quite a few, it said hooray for Penticton or hooray for Summerland, so that was pretty interesting.
It was.
And then it was an amazing lunch. Who supplied the lunch?
Parents helped us volunteer with it, and we brought stuff from, I believe, was it Super Value? And we had meat and sandwiches and soup and hot dogs.
So it was very nutritious, as well as good things that the kids will like to eat as well. Mentioning parent volunteers, I know we had parents here for registration and we had parents upstairs for the meal. I noticed we have a lot of parents or adults, not necessarily parents, but a lot of adults out on the ice. So what are the adults on the ice doing, and how important are they to this bonspiel?
They're amazing. They're amazing. They're part of our volunteer group from the Oliver Curling Club, and they are coaches. So we have 1 coach at each end of the ice, and they help the kids, get the rocks out, keep the game going. If there's any questions, they answer it. They give them tips. The volunteers, that's the core of our club here. If we didn't have volunteers, we wouldn't have a club. Simple as that. I love you, volunteers. I love you. And I was giving you a rough time, Kathy. You had asked what was happening upstairs for entertainment. The other part that I didn't mention, I was kind of teasing, was we had a magician. And that's the quietest I've seen 60 children for an hour all day long.
And I must admit, I went up a couple of times because I thought it was so quiet up there that something must be wrong, but he was doing a fantastic job, wasn't he?
Absolutely.
And he was from Penticton, I understand?
Yes, he was. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Ray and Kelsey actually run our junior program every Tuesday after school. They also have another helper who's very shy and didn't want to come in front of the camera. So would you like to mention his name as well?
Oh, I wish he had walked by behind the camera because he's over there right now. It's Bruce Ramsey. Thank you, Bruce. Now, one other thing, Kathy, that I really want to mention is our sponsorship. If we did not have the sponsors that we have, I'll tell you, this bonspiel wouldn't happen. It is called the Kiwanis Bonspiel, Junior Bonspiel, because they are the major contributors to our sponsorship here. We have Dr. Jordan Noftel, we have the Elks, we have the Lions, we have the Legion, we have the Chronicle, who all donate to our junior program. And with that money, this is what happens. We can put on a fabulous day for the kids like this.
So from these donations. I know that we've had the fantastic meal. We've had the entertainment, which was wonderful. But Kelsey, I know you spent an awful lot of time. I noticed that there's quite a prize table upstairs. So was it money from these donations that you used?
Yes, all the money from the donations, a lot of them went to a prize for each kid. So every kid that has done the Sponsbiel will get a prize out of it.
So that's fantastic. It doesn't matter how they finish score-wise. They have a good time. They have great food, great entertainment, and a prize. So I guess we do thank those sponsors, don't we?
Very much. Please support our sponsors, I'll tell you.
Thank you very much.
We're watching the Junior Bonspiel on Eastlink TV.
Okay, we're here with Gary Gerlach. We just talked about all the donations and the sponsorship that we've had for this Bonspiel, and that Oliver Curling Club couldn't run without its volunteers, but this Bonspiel especially couldn't run without the donations. So I understand that you're a member of the Elks Club.
Yes.
And your club does donate to our junior programs. So I'd like you to talk a little bit about that, what kind of sponsorship you give us.
Well, the Elks have been basically given a hand here with sponsorships for about the last 15 years. And during that time, it's mostly for equipment, the ice a bit, and for the kids, for their vests and all that. And it's just something that belongs in the community. We want the kids to learn in the community, and that's all the Elks are basically for, is for kids in the community, and those for curling, whether it's curling, softball, you name it, anything else that for the needy, and that's basically what the Elks are in the community for, actually.
Now, I understand that the Elks have been sending out sort of like, please help, can you join us? Could you give us a little information about what kind of membership you'd like to get, or who you'd like to have joining the Elks?
It's like anything else. We all need volunteers, whether it's the Elks or what. And we got a lot of members. We've got possibly 115 Elk members in the town of Oliver here, but we've only got maybe about 15 that do anything, and trying to get the other members motivated, well, it's almost impossible. It's, just like curling or whatever else, you got to twist arms and all that to get somebody out and beg and borrow. And
so you have breakfasts, I understand. So you offer once a week a breakfast that helps raise your funds. Is that correct?
Well, one of our functions is basically our breakfast right now for children. That's what we call it. Our breakfast does include sausages, ham, eggs, bacon, you name it, pancakes, strawberries, blueberries, whipping cream, and all the goodies that go along with it for $6. I don't know where you're going to get a better breakfast than what we can put on. But we do have a good pancake maker. Me.
So if there's anybody out there that would like to volunteer their time or join the Elks, I'm sure they can get a hold of Gary at any time, and he'd be interested in talking to them. Gary, I know you're one of the volunteers out on the ice as a coach, so we'll let you get back to your job. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
Now, I'm here with one of the teams that's taking part in our junior Bonspiel, and I understand by looking at their sweatshirts that they're from Osoyoos. So, first of all, you're the skip. Could you tell me your name and your age, please?
Aiden, and I am 11.
Jacob, and I'm almost 12.
Caleb, and I'm almost 13.
And I assume from your jackets or tops that you all live in Osoyoos, is this right? And how did you hear about this Bonspiel?
Just last week. By our instructor.
Our instructor told us, yeah.
The Osoyoos Curling Club.
So you go to the Osoyoos Curling Club on a regular basis every Tuesday, okay, the same as our Oliver one, and it is after school, the same as ours. So this is a fun time for you to come out to the Bonspiel, and how have you enjoyed the entertainment? It seems like everybody was very, very quiet up there. Was it good?
Oh yeah, it was. I liked that a lot.
Insane.
This magician was excellent. So all of these teams that you brought with you, do you play against them on a regular basis, or are you always mixed up?
Against them.
Yeah, we're with our usual team. It's only the two of us are from our actual team, but the other two are somewhere they couldn't make it, so we have one.
Yeah, I'm subbing for a friend.
And this team actually played with 3 players today. They didn't have their 4th player, but they managed to do quite well. So we did mention that there are prizes for everyone. So win or lose, you're going to have a good time up at the prize table. So thanks very much for coming and talking to us. Now we're also here with another team. Now this team happens to be a team of girls. So can you introduce yourself, please, and tell me your age and your position?
I'm Madison, and I'm 11, and I'm Skip. I'm Zoe, I'm first, and I'm 9 years old.
And obviously you have 2 other members of your team, so you could tell me who they are?
Emily and Mackenzie.
Okay, and Mackenzie's a little shy and doesn't want to come on TV, and Emily's at a birthday party right now, but she'll be back shortly.
That's the Skip, and Mackenzie is third, but she's way too shy.
Okay, so she's shy. So how have you been doing in this bonspiel? What's your record?
Pretty good. Our first game was better than our second. Yeah, because we usually we either pushed too hard or we did some mistakes or something.
So now this is your first bonspiel as a team, isn't it?
Yes.
And the boys that I just interviewed said they play together as a team pretty much on a regular basis. How many times have you played together as a team?
Twice.
So really this is a first time for you. So pushing too hard or not pushing hard enough is, I mean, that'll come with time. So, and you come on a regular basis. What night is juniors?
Yep, Tuesday afternoon at 3:30.
And it's something that, would you recommend this to other kids in your school, that maybe they might come out and enjoy themselves on Tuesday afternoons?
Yeah, there was a girl named Morgan, and she started last Tuesday, and she said that she loved it, so she was going to head to the bonspiel, but I think she's not here today.
Yeah, I think actually it's Morgan that's having the birthday, so it could be a good reason, but she did just start, and she is enjoying herself. So we're hoping that you have one more game. We'll wish you the best of luck in that game. And there's 50 other juniors here at this bonspiel that I'm sure will be hoping that they have a good time too. Thanks very much. When Ray started this bonspiel, one of the things was to make it fun for the kids. And we mentioned earlier in our talk that one of the quietest times was about 20 minutes ago upstairs when we had a magician. So maybe you could introduce yourself.
That's all a matter of perspective. My name's Gordon DeRoos. I'm a professional magician from Penticton, and that's what I do, keep kids quiet.
And it was wonderful. They did quite enjoy themselves. But you have something here you'd like to show us.
I am. I'm going to show you how to take a $5 bill and turn it into a 50.
Oh,
so
I want it. I want it.
Make sure that's a normal $5 bill, nothing in my hand.
Looks pretty normal.
That's what I'll do. I'll take that. And I guess you're zooming in, aren't you? Watch this. We'll take that, fold it, again, fold it again, and just...
If this works, Kathy,
like
I want it.
And just like that, we have a...
Oh, wait a minute. You told me a 50.
Inflation.
I don't...
Well, you know, that's not good. We'll turn that back. That's your money, isn't it, Ray?
That was my money.
It was his money. Like I said, it's inflation. You know what the tax man's like, right?
Oh, I do
Yeah,
so.
okay. Here, hang on. Take that, like that, and just like that. We turn that.
I better get it while I can.
Take it while you can.
You're welcome, Ray.
And thanks very much for entertaining us too. Thanks very much. See, we have an audience again. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, I can.